Welcome to Infinite Fitness, and welcome to Mat Pilates. For our first exercise, we just want to slowly lift ourselves up into a push-up position by straightening our legs. Inhale, exhale. Let's keep our back straight and our navel to our spine. Keep the core tight, legs straight. Deep breath. Exhale slow. For our next exercise, we're going to roll into the bridge position. And then we want to feel each vertebrae slowly hit the ground as we descend. So 3 seconds, roll up, and a 3-second roll back down. Place your forehead against your hands. Keep your legs straight. Squeeze those glutes. And we're lifting our thighs off the ground at the same time, keeping our legs straight. We're going to exhale when we lift. Inhale as we lower our legs. Keep the legs as straight as possible. Navel to your spine. Try to stay as relaxed as you can. Don't tighten up. For the next exercise, we're just going to walk out on our hands into a push-up position. Descend, do a push-up. Roll back up. Roll down. Walk back out. Try to keep your back straight. Keep the navel pulled into your spine. Deep breaths with each movement. Don't rush. Stay relaxed. If you need to modify the exercise, permission granted. For our next exercise, we're just going to lift our chest slowly off the ground. We want to roll into it, and we want to roll back down. Just as before, we want to focus on 3 seconds coming up and 3 seconds going down. Now we just want to keep our leg as straight as possible and lift that thigh off the ground without twisting our hips. We don't want our hips to twist from left to right. So we want to firmly press that pelvic area on the left side down into the floor as we lift the right leg up. Very little movements in the hips. Legs straight. 3 seconds up. 3 seconds down. The 3 seconds will give you a better opportunity to control the movement and target the muscles that should be working. Back in the good old push-up position with our chest out. Our backs are straight. We don't have our hips in the air too high. Keeping our core tight. Lifting that leg slowly, feeling that stretch in the hip flexor all the way through your core. As always, deep breaths, keep the navel to the spine. Stay relaxed and allow your body to just flow, nice and slow. Good. Keep your chest over your hands. Do not allow your hands to get out over your shoulders. Great job, ladies. Simply gonna reach up. Exhale as we reach up. Inhale as we come down. Deep breath before we start into the next rep. We're alternating, grabbing the inside of our ankle. We want to reach up as high as we can. Inhale. Exhale when we reach up. Try to lift that right shoulder off the ground as well. Keep one shoulder flat and lift that other shoulder up. Inhale. When you come up, exhale as you go down. Roll your spine and try to lay on your thigh. If you can't go that far, do not overstretch. Do not force it. You must stay comfortable. You must breathe. Pretty simple if you use the technique. Raise up, elongate your core and twist. Elongate when you lift up and twist. For our next exercise, we want our knees bent. We want to pull our chest into our knees with our hands wrapped behind our thighs. Pull our chest into our knees, arch our back, look up to the ceiling. When you lean back, push those shoulder blades back. Sit up slowly and lift that head. Roll back, feel your vertebrae stretch. Push that chest back up to the knees and hold that head up high. Good job, ladies. For our next exercise, we're just going to bring our knees over our pelvic area. Keeping our knees at a 90-degree angle, lower one leg down, touch the ground. Keeping our navel pulled into our spine and keeping our knees pulled in so that we can feel our core contract. As always, we want to do 3 seconds down and 3 seconds up. Do not rush. Stay comfortable. Breathe. Feel your core contract. The more you practice the breathing and the 3 seconds, the easier it will become. Great job. For our next exercise, we're going to crunch up, lift our back up off the ground, contracting our abs, and pulling one knee into our chest. Inhale, exhale, switch sides, pull, breathe, keeping the navel to the spine. For our next exercise, we're going to lay on our back and bring our feet all the way over our head. Keeping our navel to our spine. Do not overstretch. Once we get those feet over our head and our legs straight, we're just going to shift those legs left to right, like a windshield wiper. You can also modify this exercise and do circles and not left to right. Or you can do both. Choice is yours. Remember to breathe, stay under control, don't overstretch, stay comfortable. For our next exercise, we're going to put our hands up under our hips and lift our body up off the ground. Try to get those elbows up under your body as much as possible to support your weight. Straighten your legs out, and we're going to scissor. We're going to keep our legs straight. As one leg drops to the floor, the other leg is going to stay high. If you can split them both. In time, with proper technique, breathing, and consistency, each of these exercises will become easier and easier, and your range of motion will increase. Stick with it, be consistent. For our next exercise, we're going to lift up into a bridge position, supporting our hips with our hands just as before. And we're just going to lift one leg up as far as we can, contracting those abs, and then lowering that leg back down slowly. Remember to exhale when we lift, and inhale on the way down, keeping our navel to our spine. Now let's switch sides, and we're going to do the left leg the same as we did the right leg. Getting our arms up under our hips to support our weight. Raising our leg slowly, 3 seconds up. Squeeze the core, 3 seconds down. Exhale on the lift. Inhale when you lower your leg. Great job, ladies. Doesn't this look like fun? For our next exercise, we're going to get that elbow up under our body, lay on our side in a side plank position. Slowly lift your body up, using your elbow and your hip, balancing your weight between your foot and your elbow. Inhale, exhale, keeping the navel to the spine. For our next exercise, we're just going to switch sides. Remember to keep that elbow up under your body and don't let it get out in front of your shoulder. Keep your head back. Keep your chest up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Keeping that navel completely tucked into your spine. Inhale. Exhale on the way up. And as before, try to use a 3-second count. That'll keep you under control. It'll keep you from overstretching. And most importantly, it'll keep you from getting hurt. Our next exercise, similar to the side plank, but instead of our elbow, we're going to rest on our hands. Our legs are slightly bent. We're going to lift our body up into the air. And with the opposite hand, reach over our head, stretch that core. Lift up, stretch, come back down. Exhale on the lift. Inhale when you come down. Let's try to keep our head back and our chest up. Lift, stretch, breathe. Remember, contract your core. Keep your navel, pull it to your spine. Extend your body, extend your spine. Chest up, head up, stretch. Good. Remember, take your time. If you need to modify this and go to your knees and your elbows, be my guest. For our next exercise, we're going to sit on our hips. Our arms are behind us. Our arms should be straight, if possible. We're going to lift those feet off the ground and bring our knees into our chest. And we're simply going to rotate our hips, keeping our feet together, knees into our chest. We're going to go left to right. 3 seconds to one side. 3 seconds to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping those knees pulled in, keeping that core contracted, keeping our navel to our spine, our chest is up. And if possible, straighten those arms out. If you need to modify this exercise and go to your elbows, you're more than welcome. As always, stay comfortable. Don't overstretch. Next exercise, we're going to lie flat on our stomach. Push up, keeping our pelvic on the floor. Going into somewhat of a cobra motion and reach back with one hand. Inhale on the way down. Exhale. Reach. Breathe. Keep your composure. At this point in the workout, you should be getting a little fatigued, a little tired, but it's still important for you to keep the form. Push up, try not to twist your hips too much. Reach back with those arms. Deep breaths. Stay comfortable. Don't overstretch. Almost finished, ladies. So now we're going to sit on our hips, lift our feet off the ground, try to keep our legs straight, and we're going to do big circles. Keeping our legs straight, our core contracted, and circle. One direction, and change direction and circle the other way. Keeping our feet together, lifting those legs as high as possible. Our final exercise, we're going to go left to right. Similar position, sitting on our hips, hands behind us, chest up, head back. And we're just going to swing those legs from left to right, nice and slow. Lift the legs up into the air. Lower them to the other side. We don't want our feet to touch the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breaths, navel to the spine. Great job, ladies. This concludes our mat Pilates class. We would like to thank these beautiful ladies for participating and thank you for watching. We have included a written description along with pictures for each exercise. If you have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to contact infinitefitness.net. God bless.